Let's talk about how we can address this situation, even in the household, and even how now children, like you said, can actually go about or even teenagers, or even those in campus who are watching. What is your suggested, I don't know, mode of response one should get into if at all they sadly end up being a victim?
So there's a very precise, simple strategy that we work with children. And when I've been speaking a lot about children, and I'm referring to 0 to 18. Okay. So what we do is to teach them the no, go, tell strategy. So basically what that is, no, it means if it happens to you, shout no. Okay. And then go means run away from the situation. And lastly, tell means tell a safe adult. Okay, so having that 3 simple strategies in place can actually help a child when they remember it to actually get into that mode of no, go, tell strategy and get some support for what they have encountered.
Okay, if parents find it a bit too strange to have this discussion, what do you recommend? I like using Joyce Meyer as an example because she talks about this in all her sermons. Joyce Meyer talks about how she was sexually abused growing up. And what haunts her till this day is the fact that she thought it was okay. That her father was raping her endlessly. And for her, she was like, I didn't know it was wrong. I honestly didn't know it was wrong. So if her mother just could have figured out how to, you know, teach her these things.
I mean, there's so much in that story to go into, because for me as a psychologist, you know, I'm looking at it as what was going on with the mother also to not have been able to intervene in terms of psychologically. Okay, and then also that her child has been sexually assaulted. So there's a lot of things that are going in. Though what I would say is that I strongly feel that parents are the ones to have this discussion with children initially, and it can be scary and uncomfortable. Though it's to talk to the child about safety versus risks. And I think parents talk to children about safety all the time. So you can be telling your child about, no, don't put your hand on the stove when it's hot because you could get burnt. Or when you're crossing the road, make sure you look left and right so that you can be able to see the cars coming and the cars going. And a third discussion would be so what can happen if, for instance, someone tries to sexually assault you. So this is part of a safety discussion that parents are already having. It's just because sexual violence is something so sensitive that you find that let someone else do it. And kids are never too young. Because from 2 years old, when they're singing the nursery rhyme, they're already learning about their body. You know, when you see, even for instance, when siblings, a boy or a girl sibling are sharing together, they will ask, how comes this is different from that? So these are things, we often think children are too young to understand, but if explained to in a safe environment that they trust, then they are able to ask questions, and then also from asking questions they can get explanation from their parents and feel safe to approach their parents if they encounter something like this.
Wow.